Today, I am here to talk about the resignation of Dharmendra Pradhan, the former education minister of India, who has just resigned yesterday. Now, what I'm trying to talk about is the Gen Z protest, which forced Mr. Dharmendra Pradhan to resign. The protest was indeed very unique in terms of India's political history. There has been different kind of protests happen in the history of Indian politics at different times, at different ways, where youth has come together and protested. So therefore, the question becomes that why is this one so special? I believe that this Gen Z protest is so special because this regime is very different from the earlier regimes. Because you see, the kind of control on every authority, the kind of electoral reach today the Bharatiya Janata Party has in India is indeed unique in its own way. Because earlier the Congress government, the UPA government, they were not this powerful. This government is massively powerful. And if you see from 2014 till uh, yesterday, there is not much that uh, precedents where because of any protest, because of any kind of movement, the government has removed or asked any of its cabinet ministers to resign. Therefore, by its own nature, this was very crucial. Now, you see that uh, as far as the earlier, when the farmer protest took place, yes, it is true that the government indeed rolled back the three controversial formats. Now, the issue there was a bit different. Be it farmer issue, be it farmer protest, be it uh, anti CAA protest, there was a chance which this government got to uh, tag those protests because of the religious identity associated with those protests. Anti CAA was very easily tagged uh, an Islamist protest mostly. And when it comes to the farmer protest, you know that in farmer protest, mostly Sikh farmers, that's why Khalistani angle came. And it was very easy for the government to defame them. But in the Gen Z protest, it did not happen. It was not following any prototype the government has always dealt with. There will be a communal angle or there will be some opposition angle which will work properly and they will be able to tag the protest saying that, okay, this protest is basically this. It did not happen. The Hindu Muslim binary did not work. And also, it is important to realize that children or the youth is present in every family. When youth is affected, then every family of India is affected. When youth is agitated, then there is some way, somebody in every family is agitated. And the way this protest was gaining, the way this protest was expanding was something they did not realize that it could happen. It is also very important to realize that the BJP is trying to do a lot of things right now, important things. The delimitation bill, the women reservation bill, and that's why a lot of breaking political parties, taking away MPs, all these things are going on. This one issue would have derailed everything. Was kind of derailing everything. They did not want this to be delayed because once the delimitation bill has already been defeated, from there onwards they're continuously uh, trying to resolve the issue, resolve the situation so that they can pass it. But that is also something not happening right now. There is also these kind of issues which are coming. So, and the monsoon session, if the monsoon session is affected, then it will be very difficult because the entire thing will be delayed. So, all these issues were affecting the BJP, or else they wouldn't have asked Dharmendra Pradhan to resign. The Gen Z protest, on the other hand, many people thought that, okay, what Gen Z protest in India, they are not that politically active. What will they do in politics? Okay, what is this Cockroach Janta Party? It is not about Cockroach Janta Party. Cockroach Janta Party indeed has talked in the language of Gen Z. They have brought the Gen Z together. They brought the youth together. But the issue is the suffering. The issue is the anxiety of the Gen Z. And that's why the people, the youth, they came together. It is also very important to acknowledge that in India and in Indian politics, the youth is always very important. The issue of in NEET paper leak and many other paper leaks have been affecting the youth for a long time. The entire faulty education system, the centralization of education system has been affecting the youth for a long time. There are different kind of operations, there are different kind of suppressions which the youth goes through. They do not have, they did not have the platform to raise their voice. Here it showed that, okay, listen, this is something big. Here we should talk. And they talked. When they started talking, what did they see? That when Sonam Wangchuk was on hunger strike, continuously the protest was happening. Nobody from the government was interested to talk to them. Nobody from the ruling dispensation was ready to accept them, to take them seriously. And then Sonam Wangchuk's health was deteriorating and he was taken away. The people were hurt, the students were hurt. And then came the day when the brutal attack on the youth happened. And that attack, that one attack, brought everybody together, the youth completely together. Not only in Delhi, it it spread to other states of India. Maharashtra and Mumbai, in Chennai, in Bihar, in West Bengal, Calcutta, everywhere protests started happening. They thought that if we lathi charge, if we try to scare the youth, then maybe they will be scared and this entire protest will be derailed. No, that did not happen. Because today's youth are very different from the kind of youth of earlier times. They are not scared because this is something very new to them. They saw their friends, their acquaintances to get beaten up. For what? Just because they wanted to walk towards parliament. They wanted to raise their issue where they could have, it could have been dealt in much better way, much differently, with restraint, but it did not happen. They were forced to suffer. And remember that it has always been said that this youth do not talk about anything, this youth do not know anything, this youth is self-centered, this youth doesn't care about anything. It is not true. This youth knows when to talk and what to talk about. And that's what happened. They realized that they will have to talk. Now it is the time when they will have to talk, and they talk. In a democracy and in politics, every protest is political. And in politics and in democracy, the most important thing is timing. The youth understood the timing and talked. And that's why the protest grew. You will see that every middle class, upper middle class, lower middle class people, student from uh, lower economic strata, families, everyone is some way or the other involved and or connected with this protest. In every state, they are raising their voice. This is not something very usual. And that's why the government realized that something big is happening. Uttar Pradesh election is in just some months. 2029 challenge for the BJP is already there. They do not want the youth to be agitated. But it is also important that this protest showed certain things. This protest, on the one hand, showed that yes, the Gen Z, the youth can come together, and India's youth, it must not be equated or it must not be looked at from the examples of Nepal, Bangladesh. We are a different country, we have different culture, we have different background, and we know what to do and what not to do. Our youth know what to do and what not to do. They do not want to harm the country. They are as nationalist as any person of this India is. They are as patriotic as everybody is, should be. They do not want to harm the country. They want to change the system. And that's why they ask for accountability. Accountability is a very integral part of any government. I do not understand that if you ask for accountability, how can you be anti-national? You should be celebrated as the most important nationalist because you ask for accountability. I know the whataboutery. That okay, if you are asking for Dharmendra Pradhan's resignation, why are you not asking in that state under Aam Aadmi Party when it happened? Of course, go and ask. Who is stopping you? Here the issue was NEET paper leak. Here the issue was national. Here the issue was not Aam Aadmi Party led Punjab government. Here the issue was NDA led Union Government of India. After this, the youth are not fools. They know when to ask, what to ask. If the students of Punjab, if the students of any other Congress ruled state, if the youth of any other state ruled by any opposition political party believe that they will have to raise their issue, they will have to raise the issue of resignation of their education minister, protests will happen. Protests happen in every state against the same issue. There was no problem in bringing people together. Those states will bring people together. National level protest, if needed, will be done. What aboutery's time is not now. What aboutery is a tool of dislodging, of discrediting this kind of protests or anything against the government. The best way to derail it is bringing whataboutery. So the issue right now is they asked for accountability, and they have shown that the youth can come together. They have shown that street protest has still power. They have shown that a decisive majoritarian government like the Bharatiya Janata Party led NDA government can be questioned and can be challenged. These are important outcomes because with these circumstances, with these knowledges in India, the fight against the Bharatiya Janata Party led NDA government has not yet happened. Therefore, anything can happen. New protests can come up. We do not know. But this is a beginning. This is an important beginning, and that is very clear. Now, the question could be that why the BJP did not understand it. I think no political party led government in this kind of situation, they try to understand, they try to measure the water, right? But now they are very clear. And I think that people have India has again understood. It has come to their knowledge again. And this time by the youth, they brought this thing very clearly that you can raise question and the government can be forced through democratic protest to be accountable. And that's the achievement. And the Gen Z has shown the way because it doesn't matter which political party you want to support or you do not. I do not believe that the Gen Z who were protesting, all of them were voters of the opposition. No, there were genuine BJP voters, BJP supporters were also there. They know when you are asking question to the government, it should be for larger interest, going beyond your partisan choice. And that's important. And that's why in Indian politics, it's a new beginning, this Gen Z protest. And that's all from me, Shantan Ghosh. And please watch this video, share, like, and subscribe. Thank you.